As the next critical date approaches, the legal struggle between Ripple Labs and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission is becoming hotter. The case is approaching its remedies phase, which involves Ripple and the SEC discussing institutional sales, and the deadline for this step is February 20th. Although Ripple achieved a significant victory in the case in July 2023, the court ruled that some XRP institutional sales should have been reported with the SEC since they were investment contracts. The next important deadline in the court dispute is February 20th, as Ripple has already requested an extra week of the discovery deadline for remedies from February 12th to Feb 20th. The discovery phase is still very important since it may turn up fresh arguments or information that affects remedies. Ripple was served with 9 interrogatories and 3 requests for proposals by the SEC on November 14th, harkening back to events that occurred before this crucial date. The SEC moved on January 11 to compel finding of Ripple's financial statements for 2022 and 2023 post-complaint written contracts regulating XRP sales to institutional buyers, hedge funds, and ODL customers, as well as the proceeds Ripple received for providing XRP after the lawsuit was filed but underwritten contracts entered into before, following parties' meetings and conferences on December 21st and January 3rd to narrow the dispute. The SEC's motion to compel was fully granted by Judge Netburn on February 5th. By the prior discovery date of February 12, 2024, Ripple promised to provide any financial statements that were accessible and respond to the SEC's interrogatory on post-complaint revenues from pre-complaint contracts following Judge Netburn's decision. The contracts for the sale of XRP to institutional buyers, hedge funds, and ODL customers from a rough 3-year period ago were due on February 20, but Ripple requested a brief extension until February 20 due to the difficulty of collecting and producing the documents by the previous deadline. The other due dates in this matter have not been changed at Ripple's request. The court will decide on remedies after receiving legal briefs in March and April of this year. Members of the cryptocurrency community that supports Ripple have responded enthusiastically to the idea of an XRP spot ETF, pointing to the recent rise in interest in spot Bitcoin ETFs as evidence. Last year, a court decision clarified that XRP is not a security, leading its proponents to argue that it should be handled like an ETF. Armstrong echoed community sentiment by emphasizing that this clarification of the law does increase the likelihood of an ETF launch. BitBoy highlights that BlackRock, the biggest asset manager on Minmirajuman with over $8.5 trillion in assets under management, will lead the charge to introduce the XRP. BlackRock has been an influential figure in the push for a Bitcoin ETF. In order to bring GDLC's holdings in conformity with the methodology of the CoinDesk Large Cap Select Index, Grayscale has sold some of the present fund components according to their weightings and used the money to purchase Avalanche of XRP. As a result of the change, GDLC no longer includes Polygon Tadic. The digital assets returned to Grayscale as digital significant. Over the past 2 days following the news' release, prices have remained relatively unchanged, hovering around the 55 cents area. Even while there is still a long way to go before an ETF is deployed, the asset manager's important action of reversing a 2020 decision to exclude XRP from its fund in response to Ripple's S6 lawsuit has fueled speculation about the potential of one. For the record, everyone has been saying that XRP will hit a historic $110,000, and it was seen as both possible and guaranteed. Also, you won't believe this. Not surprisingly, Larry Fink of BlackRock just gave that prediction a monumental boost. Also, he isn't referring about the pitiful $10,000 per XRP that is being discussed. It is a must-have, according to him. Superstars in the financial industry, including as BlackRock and Vanguard, are now giving XRP significant consideration for use in their cross-border operations. The footage that will grab people's attention is in the following section. Everything will be tokenized when Ripple and its digital asset XRP undergo a major shift. But now we'll talk about something completely different that I found via extensive investigation. Specifically, we're going to discuss Gary Gensler, the previous chairman of the SEC, to find out who succeeded Jay. Clinton's, most of you already know that Gensler frequently labels XRPs a security. Things start to become intriguing at this point. The age-matched twin brother of Gary, Robert M. Gensler, shares an uncanny similarity with Gary. With the title of vice president, Robert is one of the most influential people in T-Price. But there's more to our price than meets the eye. We're more than just an investing firm. Instead, it is a major participant investing heavily in XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. There seems to be an odd relationship here. His identical twin brother is a major investor and one of the largest holders of XRP and other cryptocurrencies, despite the fact that Gary Gendler at the SWC maintains XRP's classification as a security. Crypto investment and regulation is a complex and fascinating field, and this book raises many questions about those dynamics. An intriguing possibility emerges from this. Maybe Robert Gentler, VP of Row Price, knows something about the potential of XRP that Bitcoin and Ethereum don't support for this theory is growing. Despite the SEC's public denial of any proof of insider trading, multiple publications and investigations have pointed to the company's substantial holdings in these three cryptocurrencies. Dubious SEC practices have been brought to light on multiple occasions by these investigations, which focus on market manipulation and insider trading. A pattern appears to be taking shape. It seems that some Secret Service agents are telling their family members which digital assets would soon be deemed non-securities. Instead of just purchasing cheap and selling high, these relatives skyrocket, which allows them the profit. This being the case, let's look into the idea that Gary may have told Robert and Gary about the SEC's possible loss in a case involving XRP. If Congress is considering pressuring Ripple Labs and the SEC to settle as this evidence suggests, then savvy investors would be wise to buy XRP and hold on to its rising price. A fresh chapter is added to this saga when one invests in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most notably XRP. There's a lot of excitement in the cryptocurrency community regarding XRP's enormous potential. The most daring XRP analysts, like Jack the Ripper, are projecting a massive price increase for the cryptocurrency, with estimates ranging from $589 to $60,000. This forecast emphasizes the growing curiosity and conjecture surrounding XRP and its prospects in the cryptocurrency market. Larry, it appears that you are now supporting BlackRock's strategy for an XRP. One step towards establishing Bitcoin's legitimacy and bolstering its security is the launch of the Bitcoin ETF, contributing to the current whirlwind of anomalies in the cryptocurrency industry. This is particularly true in relation to XRP's image on the famous exchange crypto. There have been other instances like this. In reality, it's just one more example of XRP's value surging abruptly. If you remember, we just discussed how a prominent exchange had a malfunction involving $7,000 worth of XRP. Well, Crypto.com is next, and it seems like these sudden spikes in XRP value are happening often on a number of exchanges. The SEC is expected to receive applications for an XRP from US-based asset management firms in April 2024. The launch of the EV could happen before the year ends. According to prominent cryptocurrency advocate Ben BitBoy Armstrong, BlackRock will spearhead the ETF development. That's all for now.